Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
Mobileye yesterday had a pretty key announcement, a new deal. A deal to the tune of $900 million, combining cash, Mobileye shares, to buy Mentee Robotics. And the deal is expected to be closing in the first quarter of 2026. We're still in gains, up 0.3%, but we're significantly off of our highs as the market digests what this deal really means. We've got the perfect person to be asking what it means. Amnon Shashua is here with us, Mobileye CEO. It is wonderful to have some time with you, sir.
Wonderful to be with you, Caroline and Ed.
Why is it right for you to go from autonomous driving into the world of robotics?
Well, Mobileye is an AI company in the field of autonomous driving assist, the full spectrum of computer vision and AI to control cars. And Humanoid Robotics has been recognized in the past 2 or 3 years as a complementary domain. And Mobileye wants to, it's not only another growth engine, but from a technological point of view, if you are an actor in this area of physical AI, you want to then extend it to the full scope of physical AI. And I believe that robotics, humanoids, they have a great future. Now, maybe it's a long-term play. It's not, a year from now, but I believe it has a significant, exciting future. And for Mobileye, there's synergetic areas in infrastructure, in AI, in software, in AI talents. So for Mobileye, this is a great move.
I mean, of course, in many ways, people would say you'd think that because you helped found Mentee.
Yeah, it's true.
Your son's work at Mentee.
Yeah.
Help me get comfortable with that, because many have thrown such accusations Elon Musk's way sometimes with previous acquisitions and not liked it.
Well, it's called a related party transaction. Has been done in the past and will be done in the future. And there are ways to handle it, like being recused from decision, which I did, and so forth. And, my son has a 0.00001%. He's just an employee, so it's not a big deal. He graduated from computer science, and he wanted to do some work and go work for a company that is very, very strong in AI, working on the future of physical AI. So it makes sense. But, that is really immaterial. The material part is the scope of AI. Physical AI includes humanoids, includes autonomous driving, and it makes a lot of sense. Mobileye, over the years, was always looking for a new growth engine.
Yeah.
Right. For example, take computer vision and apply it maybe to security areas, in cameras and so forth. But we never found something that really clicked, found something that has significant moats, that has a significant TAM. And humanoids is becoming that click, is becoming this area where you can grow.
You and I have been talking for years about Mobileye's existing footprint and then its go-to-market in the future. What's the go-to-market for Mentee?
Well, we see the go-to-market in 2 phases. The first phase is structured environments, like warehouses, assembly plants, retail, where the number of tasks are finite, are also understood in advance what are the tasks that the customer is interested. A customer will buy a fleet of robots, not just one robot, and you can customize per customer. That, I think, based on POCs that Mentee has been doing. If you look at the demonstrations that have been showing, like robots picking boxes, moving them from place to place.
You would essentially just sell the hardware?
Sell a robot, either sell or lease a robot. Right? We believe that the manufacturing cost in a reasonable volume of tens of thousands of robots would be $20,000. So this gives a lot of flexibility in a business model. So this is phase 1. We believe it will start in 2028. Phase 2 is unstructured environments like home use. That is much more complicated because the tasks are open-ended.
Right.
You need to continuously learn. So it's not that you can prepare yourself to all the possible tasks in a home use. So you need new technology. So it's not that the same technology you use for structured environments. And this is one of the things that I showed in my keynote, a technology that Mentee, and this is why Mentee is called Mentee, from mentoring. The robot is passively watching a human showing a new task. And the video goes up to the cloud. In the cloud, there's a foundation model that takes the video, moves it into a simulator, trains over the simulator. Today, it's few hours, in the future, a few minutes, goes back to the robot, and the robots perform the task.
Let's go back to your core business, Amnon. This week, NVIDIA showed us a full stack solution for autonomous driving. they make arguments that their software and hardware competencies will make them win. Your evaluation of what they're offering against what you plan to do, cost per mile basis, how worried you are?
I'm not worried. Competition, I believe, is always good. It kind of ignites the market. In my keynote, I had Christian Zenger, the CEO of Volkswagen Autonomous Cars, chairman of Moya, come to the stage and talk about 100,000 vehicles in the next 8 years, 100,000 robotaxis in the next 8 years. Talked about that we are almost there in removing the driver, going driverless in Q3.
Yeah, but are they using Mobileye?
Yeah, of course.
Ironclad?
Ironclad. This is Mobileye. There are 100 ID bus vehicles in multiple locales. All of them is Mobileye stack. And we are really on the way of removing the driver and a very cost-effective solution. Our sensor set is, $10,000, $12,000. Compute is very, very cost optimized. Mobileye's chips are 1/10 of the cost of competing chips. We developed our imaging radars, which are the best on the planet,
right.
Those imaging radars. So I feel very confident that we are on our way to a new growth engine with the robotaxis.
Well, you're striking deals. We understand there's a US automaker that you struck a deal with for
That's
9
right.
million cars for safety software. Who is that?
Okay. US automaker. There are 3, 4. No, pick one.
Oh, come on, just the name.
It's that simple.
But I think that this 9 million units is a big news because we're talking about the evolution of ADAS. So ADAS today is a front-facing camera. Maybe you have a front-facing radar. This 9 million units is called surround ADAS. You are taking a front-facing camera, 4 parking cameras, multiple radars, a very strong value proposition to the customer. And it replaces multiple ECUs in the car. It replaces the ECU of a parking, ECU of a driving monitoring system, hands-free driving on highways, safety functions for the next 5 years. So this is the evolution of ADAS, and it's high volume. We have 2 customers in the past year, Volkswagen and this US customer, 19 million units. This is big.
AI 21. We're hearing that NVIDIA, Mr. Huang, is quite interested in another one of your companies. He's here this week. What can you tell us about how talks are going? Did you manage to speak to Jensen while here?
The Israeli press is not as tight as the US press, so don't believe anything you read in the Israeli press.
So no talks with NVIDIA?
No, there are talks. NVIDIA talks with others, but no, it's nothing even close to talking about it in the press.
How do you think Mobileye investors would feel about an acquisition of AI21 by another player?
It has nothing to do. Right? AI21 is working on foundation models and agents. It has nothing to do with the activity of Mobileye, activity of Mentee. Mobileye is physical AI.
You're a busy man.
You're a busy man.
And a busy man,
we're grateful for the time here at CES Las Vegas. Amnon Shashua, Mobileye CEO. Thank you very much.